Hey Pod, how's this for a V8 sound? You ready? Pod's got an 8 series and he thinks it doesn't sound V8 enough. So I'm going to send him this video.
Nothing sounds more V8 than a
See what he thinks. You ready, Pod? Hi and welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since I last worked on this car. We've had a few problems which we'll go through in the video, but hopefully today we might be able to make some progress. Yeah, it was stored an hour away at my other half's parents' house, so I've had it moved to my drive. It arrived at the weekend and yeah, been able to tinker with it since. So yeah, hopefully during this video we'll talk about what we've been up to, which isn't really a lot, but I think we might be getting somewhere, and see what happens. Enjoy. And here's the car where it currently sits on my drive. It's nice that I've got immediate access to it, but I would rather it be garaged. Yeah, that's the situation, unfortunately. This clip that you can see now, this was the last time that we worked on the car, and if you remember, we had the issue with the new PCM still not delivering a signal to energise the fuel pump. Very frustrating. The only way we could get the car to run was to jumper the fuel pump, which is obviously not ideal. We also, I don't know if I mentioned it in the video, but we had an ongoing issue with the door, so the lock and the window on the passenger door, you can see the windows half down there, wouldn't work. That was just something that we kind of shelved at the time, but I will come back to that later. What I decided to do was take both of the PCMs to an ECU specialist and have an ECU specialist copy the EEPROM program over from the first PCM onto the second PCM, thinking that that'd be a good idea. It turns out that was a bad idea, and it bricked the second PCM. So what I ended up with, and this is too boring for a video, so I didn't bother filming any of it, neither of the PCMs worked. They both had that 0606 error, and they both seemed dead. Next plan of attack was to buy a Tech 2 diagnostic tool, which is an absolutely amazing device. It took a bit of setting up because I had to run a virtual version of Windows XP on an old PC that had a serial port, and then I had to get the serial comms working. Anyway, again, way too boring for content, but I got it all sorted and plugged it into the car to hopefully pull the program off the ECU, however it works, and then use the Tech 2 and the TIS 2000 software that goes with it to essentially reflash the second, so the new PCM that had that fault on it. Now, that didn't quite go to plan, and when I tried to do the update, it just failed. So I was able to download the program off the car. I was able to do everything on the laptop side, but then when I tried to upload it back into the car, the ECU, the PCM, wouldn't take the program. So then I'm thinking, oh, what am I going to do now? And what I decided to do was buy a third PCM. So now I've got 3 of these bloody PCMs, and hopefully with that and the Tech 2 get it working. So that was the plan. But I also still had this issue with the door card, and I thought that while the PCM was on order from Flashmasters in the USA, it was on a short delivery, but I thought I'd use my time to get the door card sorted, and also I bought a new battery just to eliminate any battery issues. I think the battery was fine, to be honest, but a new battery seemed like a good idea just because it's one less thing to worry about when uploading firmware into a PCM, etc. Bit of messing around in this passenger door while I'm waiting for this new ECU to turn up, which should be here on Monday, tomorrow. Got no communication at all to this door module on the Tech 2. No central locking, no window, nothing. And I've managed to find these 2 plugs, which that one looks a bit iffy, and the pins don't look like they're splayed out very far. Did read on the internet that apparently if these pins are bent inwards like that, you can get comms issues. So I'm going to clean those up and see if it makes a difference. let's have a look. Looking good. Let's have a look at what we've actually done then. So I actually pulled these out of this accordion and pulled it through, so I've got the most bodged connection to the door card ever. But just to prove it out, these have all been cleaned, and I've made sure that none of the pins are bent and so on them, and yeah, we're good to go. So that was an easy fix. Happy days. That was a bit tricky to get all of that fitting nicely again, but that's all back. So I've just got to get the door card on. This shit, horrible Halford special speakers, every single screw sheared off, and the terminal's completely rusted. So the speakers definitely need a rethink, but at least we've got these nice plates that somebody's made, so maybe we'll buy a different set of component speakers and fit those. So I just got to get the door card back on and call it a day for now on this door, I think. And what I'm also going to do is change all these clips. So I've got some fresh clips in there. But I'm pleased with that. It was an easy fix. Door card's all back on now. Some fitted quite well. So I've tested it and everything works. I've also had a bit of a tidy up around here, fitted this panel back on, and the stuff that's going on under there. So hopefully tomorrow, if the PCM turns up, I can get that fitted and change the battery. So I've got a new battery to go in as well. I have turned the ignition on and cleared all the codes for this door module, the RDCM codes, and they haven't come back on. So fingers crossed that was a good fix. Fast forward to Monday, and here is our new PCM. Straight from Cincinnati, Ohio in about 3 days, which I find amazing. I ordered it on Friday night and got it on Monday afternoon, so that's brilliant. But before I fit that, I want to fit the battery first and clear all the error codes and make sure that everything's looking good there. So I'm just going to whip the old battery out. The terminals on that battery, by the way, are not very good, the screw terminals. Not on the battery, sorry, on the leads. So that is something that I need to look at in the future, but I did manage to nip it up and get a decent connection on the new one. I bought the new battery from Tainer in North Wales, and it was about 100 quid, I think. So yeah, definitely recommend, again, for quick deliveries, Tainer batteries. I've had loads of batteries from them and they're always really good. So yeah, that's the battery in. Let's get this PCM fitted. I'm getting close to the moment of truth now. I'm quite nervous at this point. So it's quite simple really to change the PCM. It's just two 7mm bolts holding the harness, the two harnesses into it. You just have to be very careful with the cables. Obviously it's quite brittle down there and not particularly pleasant, and the access under that wing isn't great either. So you can just see on the connectors there the 7mm bolts. So just undo those and swap the PCMs over, and then once that's done we can use the Tech 2 to do a theft deterrent relearn and have a look at what happens. So the next step will be in the car with the Tech 2 and the laptop doing the theft deterrent relearn process and seeing if the car starts. Alright, progress has been made. I need to do the VATS relearn, but I don't know if you'll hear this on the camera, but I can actually hear the fuel. I've not done anything other than plug that new ECU in, and I can actually hear the fuel pump prime now, so see if you can hear this. Didn't do that before. Do it again. So I think if I do this VATS relearn for the security, fingers crossed, we might be good to go. We'll see. Right then, so I am now scared to touch anything. I'm programming the theft deterrent thing using the Tech 2 as a pass-through, and apparently it's going to take 10 minutes, so I'm going to stop this film and see where we are when that's done. I'm just going to try and sit here without moving anything. Oh, beeping, stressing me out. Yeah, quite stressed, but I'm feeling quietly positive, so let's see what happens. Come on, this is like the slowest connection ever, but it is doing something. So have a quick spin round of the camera and see where we're at. The Tech 2 is still doing its thing. 3 minutes now on this, so we're close. Will it start? Who knows? 1 minute remaining now. Come on, please work. Ooh. Programming complete. No controller specific instructions. Right then, so let's close this. We're about to find out if it's going to run under its own steam properly. Wish me luck. Oh, I won't lie, I'm quite nervous about this. Here we go then. I think I heard the fuel pump prime. Yes! Oh, yes! What's it doing? Maybe I just need to clear the codes. Let's do that. Come on, clear. No codes. TCS, clear that one. I think these probably will come back. BCM IPC7 codes. I reckon these codes are going to come back. But I think it needs to run up to temperature because it's not been used for ages. And it's going to be a little bit confused, which is fine. Come on, baby. Right. Let's try again. No. Okay. Crank sensor. I reckon I need to do a crank sensor. What did that sheet say?
Crankshaft aeration relearn. Once Vicker's running, scanner is not able to do.
Okay, let's see if this works then. Come on. Diagnostics. Let's try it again. I dropped the camera that time, but listen. It works! Oh my God, I'm so chuffed. Oh, Chris, you're going to be a happy boy. Let's go and have a whiz around it while it's running. Oh man. Mega pleased. I do need to sort that out though. So that is all in and nice and secure now. Annoyingly, the wheel arch liner bolts are all still at the farm, so I can't fit that. But are we going for a test run?
Run it up the road?
Yeah.
Scoot it?
Who's driving?
Driving up the road?
Yeah, who's driving?
I don't know.
Should we flip for it? Do you want to flip for it?
I don't mind.
Alright then, we'll flip for
I
it.
don't mind. Whoever wants to drive.
Oh.
I've never been in one before. You know the score, don't you?
Alright then, I'll drive it. Let's go then. Won't be going very far. But, oh, the head-up display works.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it?
Here we go.
Way too much power.
Clutch feels alright. Let's sort this out. Oh yeah, there is something hanging down from the back. I don't know what that is. Feels alright. Clutch feels alright. Tracking needs doing.
Is it all over the shop?
No, it's just the steering wheel's
major.
So far, so good. This actually doesn't ride too bad compared to the other one.
No, it's
The other
quite
one had
compliant.
coilovers on it, and these are terrible roads.
Yeah.
So if your slow speed manoeuvrability is half okay,
It's not too bad. Yeah, he likes it. Everyone loves a Corvette.
it's noisy, isn't it?
I thought it'd be noisier, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. It's fairly noisy. Well, you're only on idle almost, really, aren't you? To be fair.
Yeah, that's true.
Idle at like 10% throttle, and it's,
Well, I was going to stop at that pub, but I'm going to go a little bit further.
yeah. Sounds immense.
Does sound nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't want to wring its neck just yet because it's still cold.
Yeah, isn't he?
It's not been used for 6 months, has it? So
Yeah, it needs to like let the oil get round.
but no, it seems to drive well, and the fuel's ancient in it.
Keeps fairly well. And it's only what, it's only going to be a year at most, isn't it? Probably not even that.
Go down this way.
It is. It's properly quick, isn't it? Oh, the brakes. The brakes felt a bit all over the place.
That wasn't the brakes, that was me going into second.
Really, that was just the engine
That
brake.
was the engine brake,
Yeah.
yeah. That's fourth gear.
Yeah. Loads of torque.
Obviously, you got to be a bit careful with the gear, which gear you're in. Drives alright, doesn't it?
Seems like it's got plenty to go, that's for sure. Seems like it's got plenty to go.
You're just pootling along in fifth gear. Oh, it's got 6 gears, obviously.
Yeah.
Put it into 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 900 RPM at 50 miles an hour.
Ridiculous. Oh, some sort of pheasant.
The brakes feel alright. I'm not actually, to be honest.
Again, they're not going to be bedded in now, are they? Because
No.
there were quite a little bit of corrosion on them. Oh yeah, they're fine.
They're not too bad. That was only like touching them. They feel a bit like Porsche brakes. You know, they're quite
Yeah.
progressive.
They're not an all or nothing Citroen pedal.
No.
They're a bit more, yeah. They feel like they don't work initially.
Yeah, I'll just do a bit of a brake test.
Yeah,
Oh, they're alright, aren't they?
seems good. I think that's going to do fine on the old machine, isn't it? The MOT machine.
Yeah, it ain't gonna fail a brake test. Definitely not. We don't look at all inconspicuous, do we?
You see them all the time around here.
It's got a nice V8 noise, hasn't it?
Sounds, yeah, sounds pretty.
Oil pressure's good. Temperature's fine. Yeah, so third gear up this hill.
a 911 really, performance-wise, I'd say. Definitely, it's got that kind of torque.
It's not bad at all, to be fair. I'm going to call that fixed, aren't you?
I think so.
I reckon a new set of front tyres and a nice geometry setup
Might do something for it. Got any drive-by shoots?
sounds mega, doesn't it?
I love the sound of the V8. It's just where it's at, isn't it? It's just where it is at. Yeah, it could put the roof out. It would be a hell of a noise.
Oh yeah. It doesn't. It feels fairly stiff as well, doesn't it? It doesn't feel like it's.
Oh no, it doesn't. It's not even really rattling. Most of the rattling is the stuff in the back.
That's rattling around.
Yeah, that's a bit knackered.
Yeah.
I need one of those, I think. The sun visors are a bit floppy. Maybe the talk of the town in this.
See if the pop-up's right. I won't do it now because there's a person there. It's embarrassing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, up they go. Doesn't do the Mazda MX-5 thing where they flop up and down, does it?
No. It's nice, isn't it?
Absolute geek. Someone out of ELO or something there on the page.
We're going to the pub.
Yeah, why not? Rude not to. First trip to the pub. So it's been slumbering for a little while. It's
Definitely awake now, isn't it?
yeah. Harley Davidson man thought he was the most American thing here, but I think
He's been
boys from Kentucky trumped him for more Americanness. Reverse is where 7th is then, essentially,
Yeah.
if it had one.
I don't know how. I guess that must have been instinct.
It's almost like you had a manual Corvette before.
I do. I think we're about in, aren't we?
Beautiful. Sky Sports live here.
If you're still with me, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one. In the next episode, it's MOT time. And we've still got plenty to do on the car. We need to detail it and fit a stereo and all sorts of other things. So yeah, stay tuned for the next episode and thanks for watching. Oh, I'm chuffed with that.